CNN from the beginning is accepting the premise that Elizabeth Warren is telling the truth, which is always a bad premise to accept. You should never assume that Elizabeth Warren is ever telling the truth. They ask Bernie, why did you say this? Bernie says, I never said this. So then they turn to Elizabeth Warren and they ask her, I kid you not, how did you feel when Bernie Sanders said this to you?
So Senator Sanders, I do want to be clear here. You're saying that you never told Senator Warren that a woman could not win the election.
That is correct.
Senator Warren, what did you think when Senator Sanders told you a woman could not win the election?
I disagreed. Bernie is my friend, and I am not here to try to fight with Bernie.
Okay, she's lying, right? This is how you can tell she's lying. Here's the proof. She evaded the question. When it was posed to her like that, she evaded the question. How did you feel when he said this? She goes, I disagreed, but I'm not here to fight with Bernie. Of course you're here to fight with Bernie. What are you talking about? You're at a presidential debate. By the way, you leaked this to CNN, who's hosting the debate. Now, if it were a true claim that she were making, she would have leaked it to CNN. She would have brought it up at the debate. If she didn't bring it up, the moderator would have brought it up. She would have pounced on him. But it isn't true, and she doesn't want to have to defend it, so she evades the question. Because the real reason she leaked it is she just wants this kind of muck out there. She just wants this insinuation that Bernie Sanders is a sexist and a chauvinist and a misogynist, but she doesn't want to have to defend it because she's got no evidence for it. Just like she's got no evidence that she's Native American, even though she claimed to be Native American for decades to advance her law career. She's got no evidence for the fact that her kids didn't go to public school. She's got no evidence for the fact that she was fired for being pregnant from her job as a teacher. She's got no evidence for any of that stuff. Now, I asked myself when CNN was asking the question, why are they carrying water for her? I think the corporate media generally would prefer Elizabeth Warren to Bernie Sanders. I mean, the media and the Democratic Party stole the election from him in 2016, so they probably don't want him to win in 2020 either. That's part of it. I said, how are they being so flagrant about it? How are they being so obvious that they're saying, Bernie Sanders, why did you say this? I didn't say this. Elizabeth Warren, how did you feel when he said this? How are they being so blatant about it? And I think it's because of the Me Too movement. The whole idea behind the Me Too movement is we have to believe all women. That's the hashtag, right? Hashtag believe all women. Women can never lie. Men can lie because the lying gene is on the Y chromosome, but women, they can't lie, even though men can be women and women can be men and chromosomes don't matter at all and biology is nothing. But it's very, very confusing in leftist ideology. But the claim of the Me Too movement is we have to believe all women. Men cannot get due process. If a man and a woman are making contrasting claims, you got to believe the woman. This is the perfect example to show why that premise of the Me Too movement is so ridiculous. Elizabeth Warren is a liar through and through, repeatedly, consistently, and she's doing it now. And Bernie Sanders is a radical, and he's an old coot, and he's a communist, and he has terrible ideas. He's really not a liar. That's not what defines his political career. All right, here's the deal. Help me help you. I want to continue to inform you about historical facts, current political events, religious truths, and everything that you want to know. All I need from you is for you to hit the like and subscribe button so we can continue to give you all of this content. Thanks.